बच्चों बताओ कौन सा लेक्चर है ये? दिस इज कोलिजन लेक्चर थर्ड.
Third, sir. Third.
Okay. Let's quickly revise everything what we have learned in the collision till date. We understood three types of head-on collision. We talk about only head-on collision. We know three different types. The first is elastic collision. Elastic collision. Elastic head-on collision, right? Now, imagine two balls of mass m1 and m2 are moving in such a way that you can join their center of mass by a line. Okay, and the velocity m1 has velocity u1 before collision, and m2 has velocity u2 before collision, and this picture represent before collision situation. So after collision the velocity will be different. Let's see. Velocity of m1, let's say v1, and velocity of m2 is, let's say, v2, and this picture is for after collision. Okay, so what this is elastic collision. So what is value of E here? The first point, very first point, value of E must be
1.
1. Value of E must be 1. It means velocity of separation upon velocity of approach must be equal. E is equal to velocity of separation v2 minus v1 upon u1 minus u2. I believe you remember this. It is 1, means v2 minus v1 must be equal to u1 minus u2. It means the second point says that velocity of separation and velocity of approach must be same. Everyone understood second point? Everyone understood second?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's talk about the next point. Point number 3. We can apply conservation of linear momentum. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 must be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, Devraj? The fourth most important point, we can apply conservation of energy, means kinetic energy will remain conserved and there is no loss of energy. Right? There should be no loss of energy. Could you understand that? So initial kinetic energy of the system should be equal to final kinetic energy of the system. So I can write 1 by 2 m1 u1 square plus 1 by 2 m2 u2 square must be equal to 1 by 2 m1 v1 square plus 1 by 2 m2 v2 square. So any doubt in this till there's any doubt? You know everything, am I right? Till point number 4 there is no problem in completely elastic collision. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. You can click on yes and no. I can see your response and you can send me message to chat faculty. Let me rename myself. Give me a second. बच्चों जब जब वीडियो क्लास जरूरी होगी आई विल टेक वीडियो क्लास, और जब ये क्लास चाहिए होगी आई विल टेक दिस टाइप ऑफ क्लास. ओके, नाउ राइट नेक्स्ट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, point number 5, velocity v1, value of v1 after collision, velocity of m1 after collision. Say formula m1 minus m2 into u1 upon total mass, है ना? Plus denominator you will write total mass. You used U1, now you will write U2, 2m2 U2. Do you remember this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now velocity of second m2, velocity of m2 after collision. You will start like this. Denominator में m1 plus m2 लिख देंगे. Okay, others? m1 plus m2, m1 plus m2. Okay, and in numerator m2 minus m1. First you will write u2 and then 2m1 u1, right? And we derived this, right? Now point number 7, the very important point. There is no loss of energy in any form, right? We already said kinetic energy is conserved, so I think we should not give space to write this. No loss of energy in any form. It is self-understood, right? One more thing I want to tell you. There is some energy transferred from 1 to 2. Do you remember I said हम इसे projectile कहेंगे? Do you remember? Name of this thing is projectile. Do you remember, बच्चों? I told you this. And this one is target. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now listen my word carefully. Some kinetic energy is transferred from projectile to target. Some kinetic energy is transferred from projectile to target. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me, Chinmay, last year I also told you this formula, kinetic energy transferred from projectile to target. Can you tell me value of this? See, point number 7. Projectile is moving fast before collision. Do you agree? Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Before collision, it is moving fast, but after collision, who is moving fast?
Target.
Target is moving fast. अर्पित आया है? अर्पित अटेंड कर लिया था वो जो डाउट था, मुझे क्लास तेरी रह गई थी, अटेंड कर लिया था ना? ओके ओके. It means some kinetic energy is transferred from projectile to target. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So I want you to look at only M1 and M2. Look at only M1. Let's redraw this diagram there. Okay, that's it. Now I want you to keep looking only at M1. Keep looking only at M1, bacho. And now tell me, can you tell me how much energy is transferred from M1 to M2? M1 ने M2 को कितनी काइनेटिक एनर्जी दिया? ध्रुव उतनी एनर्जी दिया जितना उसका खुद का काम हो गया. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
जैसे इसके पास पहले 10 रुपया था और इसके पास 5 रुपए था, अब इसके पास 5 बचा और इसके पास 10 हो गया. Could you understand that? Total is 15 left hand side and right hand side.
Yes, sir.
So the energy transferred by M1 to M2 must be equal to the loss in energy of M1. Am I right? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So can I write the energy transferred from projectile to target is equal to loss in energy of projectile? Huh? kinetic energy
Yes, sir.
transferred from projectile to target must be equal to loss in kinetic energy of projectile. Okay. So be very careful. Look at the board, everyone. Kinetic energy, final initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy of projectile is 1 by 2 m1 u1 square minus 1 by 2 m2 v1 square. Okay. So what is this? What is this? Loss in kinetic energy of
Loss in
system.
kinetic energy.
Loss in kinetic energy of system or loss in kinetic energy of m1 only.
Of M1.
M1.
So where this kinetic energy went?
M2.
M2.
To M2.
This loss is equal to gain in kinetic energy of m2, that is target. Okay. Now listen my word carefully. Very carefully listen my word. The fraction. This is for IIT and NEET. This is for IIT and NEET. The fraction of kinetic energy. Fraction of kinetic energy transferred to target. Come on boys. इसका क्या मतलब है? What is the meaning of this? Fraction of kinetic energy transferred to the target means what? Means the energy transferred upon original energy. Kinetic energy transferred upon, you will get only one F and two R. Kinetic energy transferred upon initial kinetic energy. Could you understand that? I believe you have good English. The meaning of fraction of kinetic energy transferred to the target is kinetic energy transferred upon initial kinetic energy of M1. Could you understand this? Click on yes. And if you have any doubt, click on no.
Sir,
Mug
in
up,
the formula,
mug up this.
M1 half M1 U1 square minus half M1 V1 square. You have written M2 M1 M2 V1 square.
Here, okay, this is my printing mistake. Now okay? Now okay?
Yes,
This is
sir.
loss of kinetic energy of M1 only. You are looking at M1 only. Okay, so this is kinetic energy transferred. उतनी transfer होगी जितनी loss होगी. तो भैया M1 की kinetic energy में इतनी कमी आ गई जबकि पहले कितनी थी? इतनी थी. So you can say this is the fraction of kinetic energy transferred by M1 to M2. Okay, this is known as fraction of kinetic energy transferred by M1 to M2. If you put value of V1 and start solving this, what you will get? If you put value of V1, what you will get? Further, we can take 1 by 2 common and cancel. We can take 1 by 2 common and we can cancel. We can take M1 by common and cancel. So we'll get 1 minus. You can take, you will get V1 by U1 whole square. Okay, Adis? ये अलग अलग लिख के बताऊं ये समझ गया? I just tried simplified the above equation. Okay. Which collision we are doing? Read it. Which collision we are doing? Elastic collision. So this much we have to learn in elastic collision only. This much. Look at the size of point number 7. Okay. Hopefully you are comparing. You need at least 3 to 4 pages to keep comparing like this. So please make 3 columns which will keep continuing till page number 3 or 4. कॉपी के 3 पार्ट कर लो जो 3-4 पेज तक जाते जाएंगे, ठीक है? ओके सांजलि, आगे बढ़े, प्लीज गिव मी परमिशन, शुड बी मूव फॉरवर्ड, आगे बढ़े. ओके,
Yes, sir.
now what is this? The change in kinetic energy of m1 divided by initial kinetic energy of m1. So this is known as fraction of kinetic energy lost. Now for all of us knows v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 u1 upon m1 plus m2 plus denominator m1 plus m2 to m2 u2. We know value of v1 है ना. Now suppose m2 is at rest, so u2 is 0, so v1 is now m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2. It's a famous formula for nuclear reaction. Do you understand that?
Sir, please
But it is
continue.
true. But it is true when m2 is at rest. Okay. Now let's substitute value of v1. Let's substitute value of v1, bacho. Let's see what we'll get. Delta ke by ke we will get 1 minus, put value of v1, u1 got cancelled. We'll get 1 minus m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2 whole square. Could you understand this? If you solve this bracket, you will get 4m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 whole square. Very important result. Very important result for tough questions. Understood, everyone? Okay. But if I am your teacher, I will not ask this. I will not ask this. If I am your teacher, I will ask fraction of kinetic energy retained by m1. But what we are learning, the fraction of kinetic energy transferred to the target. But what I will ask? Repeat my question. What I will ask? What is this? What is this? Fraction of kinetic energy transferred to target. But मैं क्या पूछूंगा? बताओ जल्दी. I will ask kinetic energy, the fraction of kinetic energy, because I want to make it tough. So I will ask fraction of kinetic energy retained by m1. तो भैया kinetic energy retained, मम्मी भी जा रही, एक मिनट रुको, retained plus kinetic energy transferred is equal to total kinetic energy. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
है ना? Now you transfer total initial other side, so you will get kinetic energy retained plus kinetic energy transferred. Okay, no need to write this much big. Now divide both the side by total kinetic energy. Divide both the side by total kinetic energy. Ke total initial. Ke total initial. Right hand side you got 1. And kinetic energy retained upon total kinetic energy. total initial plus kinetic energy transferred upon kinetic energy total initial. I know this is going very long, but it is important. So ratio, fraction of kinetic energy retained, this is known as fraction of kinetic energy retained is equal to 1 minus fraction of kinetic energy what? Come on. Transferred. It is very difficult for most of the student, I understand. So this is 1 minus 4m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 whole square. Whoa. Copy. Copy this much. I'll try to explain it again. But you copy this much. This is everything for elastic collision, almost everything. Only one important point is left. You write all these formulas. I'll help you to make them use in the questions. Okay. Later I'll help you. Understood these many things? आगे बढ़े? Everyone click on yes. Okay, now I'm giving you a question. Try to solve this question and I'm giving you 2 minutes. Give me a minute. Let me download it. Give me a minute. I don't know why it is taking too much time. Okay, there we are. Can you solve question number 34? Just a second. It will take 1 minute. Okay, it's not responding. You try to solve question number 34 and 35. 34 and 35. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Okay. Time starts now. क्या अब बात हेलो, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Anyone got answer? I think because identical balls moving in opposite direction with each other had on perfect inelastic collision.
Second.
Just a second. If I want to use it. खुल गया. Okay. So according to you, perfectly inelastic, the speed of the combined mass after collision is. तुम लोग का second आ रहा है?
Yes.
Okay.
Fourth.
Fourth. Some students getting
Fourth.
second answer, some students getting fourth. So question is very easy. Assume two identical balls. They are moving in opposite direction. They are moving in opposite direction. Both have same mass because balls are identical. Two identical balls. So they must have same mass. But I believe you have copied this question, but I'll send you question, don't worry. This ball is going right hand side, that's why I'm writing its velocity plus 20 meter per second. And this ball is going left hand side, that's why I'm writing its velocity 25 minus 25 meter per second. So initial momentum of system before collision. Initial momentum of the system before collision is 20 m minus 25 m. So it is minus 5 m. Could you understand that? Huh?
Yes, sir.
This is picture before collision. But after collision, what will happen?
Balls stick together.
They will become one ball because it is perfectly inelastic collision. And yes, in the last two classes, I explained to you, in the perfectly inelastic collision, they'll become one body. They'll become one system, if you remember. Right? They become one system. And the one system of mass 2m will start moving left hand side because left hand side momentum is bigger. Could you understand that? And we don't know velocity. Let's say this is v. So final momentum is 2mv, equation B. Now what I should do? What I should do? Hertz,
It is equal
Momentum
to
conservation.
conservation of momentum. So 2mv must be equal to minus 5m. M got cancelled. So v is equal to minus 5 by 2. Means the velocity should be minus 2.5 left hand side. Minus represent that left hand side or in the direction of the second ball, which is moving with the speed 4 meter per second, 25 meter per second. सबको समझ आया? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Chinmay gave correct answer. Hers gave correct answer. Devraj gave perfect answer. Perfect. Very good. Let me see और किस किसने सही आंसर दिया है. No, only these many students. Devraj, Chinmay, Hers gave correct answer. Only 4 students. Now let's talk about next question. The ball of mass 5 kg moving with a speed of 8 meter per second collide head-on with another stationary ball of mass 15 kg. The collision is perfectly inelastic. Then the loss in kinetic energy. But so now tell me, would you like to solve this by bigger method or by direct formula? What do you want?
Formula.
Okay. So direct formula says the loss in kinetic energy in perfectly inelastic collision. In perfectly inelastic collision the loss in kinetic energy in perfectly inelastic collision is equal to, speak formula with me, m1 m2, speak formula with me, speak formula with me, m1 m2 2 m1 plus m2 u1 minus u2 whole square 1 minus e square. Now what is value of e? What is value of e?
0 to 1.
0. It is not elastic. It is not inelastic. It is perfectly inelastic. Means E must be 0. इतना भी याद नहीं है. E must be 0. याद आया?
Yes.
So what should be the formula now? Put value of E0. So loss in kinetic energy है product of mass 2 into sum of mass into U1 minus U2 square. The velocity of approach का square. So a ball of mass 5 kg, and the second ball is 15 kg. 2 into 5 plus 15, 20. Moving the velocity head on with a stationary ball, 8 minus 0 whole square. How much you are getting? 75 by 40 into 64. कितना आ रहा है ओए?
120.
120 joule. Could you understand that? Happy?
Yes, sir.
Feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I say question number 35, 34, both are very important. It means they can come in your school exam. Shall I raise these two? Have you copied? Okay. Sinchana, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. सिंचना और श्रेया एक बात बताओ.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand little bit Hindi?
Yes, sir.
Solve 37. My doubt is here in North India, like Aryan is one of the very good student, our very good student, and Darshita also very good student, but they lost faith in themselves and they stopped working hard. They started targeting class 12th. But why Shreya and Sinchana are still working hard, still getting good answer, good result, still solving questions in the speed lab daily? And I don't think I have called these two students for the practice, and means I have no complaints about Shreya and Sinchana. These two girls, they do practice daily. They have self motivation. They are self motivated. They are scoring very good marks. But what is the problem with all other students? तो श्रेया तुम मुझे बताओगी कि ऐसा क्यों होता है कि काफी सारे बच्चे दिसंबर आते आते 12th में हार मान लेते हैं और 12th की तैयारी करने लगते हैं? तुम क्यों नहीं कर रही ऐसा? तुम क्यों अभी भी पढ़ाई कर रही हो? तुम क्यों मेरी बात मान रही हो? बाकी तो नहीं मान रही. बताओ श्रेया, क्यों तुम रोज 300 क्वेश्चन क्यों करती हो? Why you are solving 100 question in physics daily?
अच्छे मार्क्स लाने के लिए.
और क्या कारण है? अच्छे मार्क्स तो सभी को चाहिए. बाकी लोग नहीं कर पाते, तुम कर पा रही हो. क्यों?
प्रैक्टिस नहीं होगा तो मीन्स लास्ट एग्जाम में प्रॉब्लम होगा.
ये तुम्हें किसने बताया?
हाँ, मेरे पेरेंट्स
ने. और तुम्हें किसने बोला रोज क्वेश्चन इतने सॉल्व करने? 800 क्वेश्चन वीकली तुम्हें किसने सॉल्व करने बोला था?
किसी ने नहीं.
ठीक है. और स्पीड लैब की प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए कौन तुम्हें मोटिवेट किया था सबसे पहले?
आपने.
मैंने किया था. और मैंने क्या बोला था? प्रैक्टिस करने के बाद मेरे को भेजना है.
हाँ.
तुमने रोज भेजा, मुझे दोबारा नहीं बोलना पड़ा.
हाँ सर.
Am I right?
यस सर.
Center daily. No need to remind you. बाकी कोई नहीं करता, तुम्हें रिमाइंड करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. तुम कर रही हो, सिंचना कर रही है और चिन्मयी थोड़ा बहुत कर लेती है एहसान के लिए. तो तुम्हारे जैसे बाकी बच्चे क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे? Why other students started crying? Why they are not working that much hard?
पता नहीं सर.
सिंचना, do you have answer?
I don't know, sir.
तबीयत कैसी है सिंचना तुम्हारी? How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay, please अपना ध्यान रखना है ना बेटा.
Okay,
सिंचना
sir.
की तबीयत खराब हो जाती है, अगर एक दिन एब्सेंट होती है सिंचना तो उसके पापा का मैसेज आता है मेरे पास। बाकी तुम लोग में से कोई और एब्सेंट हो जाता है ना, बताते तक नहीं हो साला कि क्यों एब्सेंट हुए। बदतमीज सबके सब। मुझे एक बार बोलना नहीं पड़ता इन लोगों के प्रैक्टिस करके भेजो, और तुम लोग एक दिन प्रैक्टिस करके भेज देते तो एहसान दिखाते। बेटा जितने तुम लोग महीने में क्वेश्चन करते हो ना, उतने एक हफ्ते में कर देते हैं इन लोग, 5 दिन में कर देते हैं इन लोग। कहीं शर्म बची है थोड़ी सी तो मुझे प्रैक्टिस करके रोज तीनों सब्जेक्ट की भेज दिया करो। Solve 37. Two identical balls, each moving with the speed v at right. Very important. Mark it, very important. And Shreya, how is our teaching standard? It is compatible for speed lab problems?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Two identical balls, each moving with speed v at right angle to each other. Shreya and Sinchana, your target should be AIIMS Delhi. Keep working very hard, okay? Right angle to each other. They collide perfectly inelastically. Means two identical balls. Suppose its mass is m. This mass is also m. So after collision, what will happen? After collision, what will happen, bacho? They will become
single body.
single body of mass 2m. Could you understand that? है ना?
Yes.
Where it will move, but their speed after collision. So at what angle it will move? It should go symmetrically at 45 degree because both the masses are same. What is your opinion, bacho? What is your opinion?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Devraj?
sir.
Okay. It should move symmetrically because bodies are identical and they have same velocities. Let's say their velocity, its velocity is v dash. Suppose its velocity is v dash. Okay. Let's make two component of this momentum. One is with cos 45 and other with sin 45. So what is horizontal momentum after collision? 2m v dash cos 45. Do you agree? Vertical momentum 2m v dash
Yes, sir.
sin 45. So what is momentum after collision? What is final momentum in vector form? 2m v dash cos 45 I cap. Do you agree? Plus
Yes.
2m v dash sin 45 j cap. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
What is initial momentum of system before collision in vector form? mv I cap plus mv j cap. What I can do? Bolo sir, equate momentum please. Speak. Speak.
Wait moment.
Very good. Very good. So I will write mv I cap plus mv j cap must be equal to 2mv dash cos 45 I cap plus 2mv dash sin 45 j cap. If these two vectors are equal, the coefficient of I cap should be same. Means mv should be same to this. If these two vectors are equal, am I right? So
Yes, sir.
mv must be equal to 2mv dash cos 45. Do you agree? M got cancelled. V is equal to 2v dash cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So V is equal to root 2 V dash. So V dash is equal to V by root 2. Could you understand this? Okay. V by root 2. Where is it? Yes, it is there in the option. Could you understand? Okay. Very, very, very important. Okay. Now, let's move towards our other questions. बच्चों इसको घुमाऊंगा कैसे मैं? ऐसे? ओके। अरे यार, sorry. Give me a minute. I don't know how to rotate it. Okay. Now you focus at question number 26. Two balls of equal mass undergoes oblique collision. If the collision is perfectly elastic, then the angle between their velocities after collision. Yesterday we proved. Do you remember? Do you remember yesterday we proved it?
Yes, sir.
If two balls equal mass undergo oblique collision, if collision is perfectly elastic, then angle between their velocities after collision is pi by 2. Okay, be ready for the next. Question number 29. Question number 29. Two steel balls A and B. Two steel balls A and B of mass 10 kg and 10 gram. Oh my god. 10 kg, one and other is 10 gram. Rolls towards each other with a speed 5 meter per second and 1 meter per second respectively on a smooth floor. After collision, what will be speed of B? Perfectly elastic collision. Okay. So this is a special case, bacho. Please copy this question. A very, very special case. It is collision between light body and heavy body. आप देख पा रहे हैं कि नहीं देख पा रहे हैं क्वेश्चन को? स्क्रीन रोटेट करूं क्या? I should rotate the screen. Okay. और कैसे रोटेट करें?
नहीं होगा सर।
नहीं होगा? तो मैं उसको गैलरी में सेव कर देता हूं ना. देखो ये मैंने सेव कर लिया. अब मैं सेव करके गया इसमें. इमेजेस कहाँ है? डाउनलोड्स में गया. कहाँ गई वो? इमेजेस कहाँ मिलेगी? फोटोज. फोटोज में कहाँ? लाइब्रेरी. लाइब्रेरी में सेव्ड कहाँ है? ये है. यस वी गॉट इट. नाउ वी विल ट्राई टू रोटेट इट. अभी कैसे रोटेट करना है? एडिट. युवराज देवराज ने मुझे सिखाया था ये. क्यों नहीं हो रहा ये? ओके. इज दिस परफेक्ट नाउ?
यस सर।
Which question we were doing? This. Now copy this question, please. Question number 29. Very, very important. Copied? Take your time. Okay. Hers copied. Devraj copied.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Very, very important. One is 10 kg and other is 10 gram.
10 gram.
Let me explain you. Write a new topic. Heavy body versus light body collision. Heavy body versus light body collision. Special topic. Write its name. Special topic. Now imagine a big ball of mass capital M and assume a small ball of mass small m. Okay. They are moving with velocity u1 and u2. This is picture before collision, okay? This is the picture before collision. Capital M is very greater than small m. This is the above picture is before collision. This picture is after collision. बताइए किसको फर्क पड़ने वाला है? Guess whose velocity is not going to change?
And
Who is going to remain unaffected? किसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता? Capital M. So capital M is very greater than small m. So we can guess capital M is going to move with almost same velocity after collision. Am I right? Okay, now this is suppose this is m1, this is m2. So I want to cross check. This is moving with the speed v1 and this is going to move with speed v2. I want to prove this by formula. What is v1? m1 minus, okay, this is u1 plus 2m2 u2 upon m1 plus m2. Do you remember this? Okay, what is m1? What is m1? Capital M minus small m upon capital M plus small m. u1 plus 2 m2 means small m, u2 upon capital M plus small m. So first of all, capital M minus small m is approximately capital M. First point, understood? Second point, small m is very small. That's why small m I am putting approximate 0. Do you understand? Third point, capital M plus small m is approximately capital M. Could you understand these 3 points? Capital
Yes,
M
sir.
upon capital M into u1 plus 0. So v1 is approximately u1. It means there will be no change in the velocity of the heavy ball. But in the exam, they will never ever ask velocity of heavy ball after collision, because every student knows that there will be no such change. Could you understand that? आगे बढ़े? Now let's talk about velocity of light body after collision, v2. v2 is m2 minus m1, u2 divided by m1 plus m2 plus 2m1 u1 divided by m1 plus m2. Now m1 is heavy body and m2 is light body. So small m minus capital M upon small m plus capital M u2 plus 2 capital M u1 upon capital M plus small m. Again बच्चों, what I'll write here? Small m minus capital M. What I'll get approx? Come on, jaldi, fast. What I will get approx?
Minus capital M.
Minus capital M u2 divided by पागल हो क्या सबके सब? जवाब क्यों नहीं देते?
Capital M.
Capital M.
सिर्फ चिन्मय देगी क्या जवाब? कैपिटल एम। ज्यादा होशियार बनना नहीं, समझे? भगा दूंगा। जवाब देना मतलब देना है। हाँ गरीब हूं, एक एक करके टीचर एक एक करके बच्चा इकट्ठा किया है। भैया मैं ही एलिन में पढ़ाता था, मैं ही आकाश में पढ़ाता था। आज अपनी कोचिंग चला रहा हूं तो क्या इज्जत नहीं करोगे? हाँ लाया हूं एक एक बच्चा हाथ जोड़ जोड़ के, भीख मांग मांग के, तो क्या हूं तो टीचर ही ना। कि भूल गए हो गरिमा है टीचर की? रिस्पॉन्ड करिए प्लीज। Here are 2 capital M and upon capital M U1. Capital M got cancelled. This also got cancelled. So V2 is equal to 2U1 minus U2. Whoa. So who is this? This represent velocity of light body after collision. इसको मैं ऐसे समझता हूं, देखो. This velocity of light body after collision, this is velocity of heavy body, and this is velocity of light body. See what I understand this, how I remember this. मैं ऐसे याद रखता हूं कि there is a truck. It's a very big truck. Okay. And this is me driving a bicycle. And let's assume there is a elastic collision. Okay. This is mass capital M, this is mass small m. And this capital M is moving with 20 meter per second. And here I am moving with 10 meter per second. So what is velocity? And small m is very, very, very smaller than capital M. And consider elastic collision. Consider elastic collision. Remember this picture in your mind. मैं क्या करता हूं? I will see in the question 99% time they will ask velocity of the smaller mass. So what you will do? Double velocity of bigger mass, 20 into 2. Reference is this. And subtract velocity of a small mass. You will get answer. 40 minus 10, 30. क्या करना है देवराज? हैवी मास की वेलोसिटी डबल करना है और छोटे वाले मास की वेलोसिटी घटा देना है. बोलो मेरे साथ.
हैवी मास की वेलोसिटी
बॉडी डबल करना है और छोटे वाले की रिवर्स कर देना है. एंड इन द वेरी टफ क्वेश्चन you may use vector. If question is very tough, you may use this formula in vector form. Okay. So velocity of light body. So velocity of light body is equal to 2 into velocity of heavy body in vector form minus velocity of light body. Could you understand that? 2
Yes,
into
sir.
velocity of heavy body. Now let's move towards our question. Okay. Everyone understood theory? Everyone used
Yes,
formulas how to solve this? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now where is our question? There we are. Okay. The 2 steel balls A and B of mass 10 kg and 10 gram move towards each other with 5 meter per second and 1 meter per second. So give me a second. It's okay. Let's start solving. This is steel ball A. The steel ball A 10 kg. And this is steel ball B. This is 10 gram.
ग्राम.
moving with 5 meter per second, and this is moving with
1 meter per second.
no, minus 1 meter
Minus
per
1 meter per second.
because of the direction, bacho. Okay, in vector form. See, I told you, I told you clearly, you will have to go with the vector form. Okay. Now, what they want? What is speed? See, I told you they will ask the velocity of the lighter body. Always they will do this. I told you. So the velocity of small body is equal to 2 into velocity of, speak formula, velocity of heavy body minus velocity of,
Velocity of
Light
Small
body.
body.
so 2 into 5 minus 1. Could you understand that? Why? See, this minus is from formula, and this minus is because we are using vector form. Could you understand that or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. That's good. Okay. Arpit, are you there? Okay. Devraj, Dhruv. Okay. Adis is not there today. Now, what is your answer? 11. Very, very important question. And a lot of students commit mistake in this question, this particular question. Okay. I believe you enjoyed my lecture today, but I have a lot of work for you. How you will compare elastic collision with inelastic collision by using all these points. Inelastic collision, where value of E is between 0 to 1. Okay. You will compare from the point number 1, point number 2, okay, point number 3, point number 4, point number 5, point number 6, point number 7, point number 8, 9, 10. Do you understand that? So this is your homework. Tomorrow, if you will not do your homework, I'll compare it. Don't worry. And we will solve lot of question in the next class until you understand collision properly. पारस समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
I know it is slow, Chinmay, and now there is a very, very good news for you all. For 11th revision, see, I requested all the good student, and some of the students started attending this class. For the 11th revision, I will take class from 7 to 8 NCRT 1. From first chapter, from very first unit, okay? 7
Yes,
to
sir.
8 alternate days. And 11th revision, for there, Yuvraj sir, कितने बजे लेते हैं वैभव sir? 4 to 5 daily. There will be NCRT 2 11th revision. Could you understand that? And here other alternate 3 days, 7 to 8, you will get class 12th revision. Understand? So lot of new things we are going to do. We will soon assign personal coaches and all. So a lot things. Now I should say this is just starting, right? Lot of things we are going to do. And as I initially said, Shreya and Sinchana, please keep motivated my other students also. So let me tell you, bacho, Shreya did 10,000 plus questions in 1 month last month. Sinchana did 4,500 plus question last month. And all other students of North India, no one could touch even 1,000. From North India, in 1 month, no one could touch even 1,000. Okay. So please give more time to Speed Lab. Okay. Please practice daily. Don't give excuses. Okay, bacho? Bye-bye. Good day. That's it for the day. Have a good day. Bye. किसकी क्लास है मैम? अंकुर सर इस समय